Welcome back to Health Daily. I'm your host, Dr. J. Today, we will focus on the best protein sources that you've probably ignored. But first, like we always do, let's focus a little bit on these trending topics. Make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, share this video with somebody that you know that can use it, share with a friend. Why don't you go back and forth to see how many protein sources that they knew and that you knew, and let's make a game of it. So first, let's talk about the trending news. Today, National Day is National Pharmacist Day, so that's trending in the news. Next is human metapneumovirus is still trending here in COVID symptoms. This is a time of the year. It's January. These things are starting to peak. People are starting to have symptoms and starting to use clinics and urgent cares and telemedicine. So make sure you protect yourself, talk to your healthcare professional, and see what you need to do to protect yourself depending on your customized health plan solution. First up, let's talk about the top 10. These are the top 10 protein sources that you may not have used on a daily basis, but you can start. First up is avocado. Avocado is first on our list because avocados contain about 4.02 grams of protein. And these numbers and these values, all these values will be coming from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, so the USDA. And you can check that. I'll drop a link below. Next up on the list will be asparagus. So asparagus, it makes it to our list. And get this, asparagus actually has a little bit more grams of protein than broccoli, maybe not by weight or by size. So broccoli may have about 4.3 grams of protein per stock, and that's a medium stock. Asparagus has 5.31 grams per cup boiled. But that's nonetheless, if you never really use asparagus, this may be the time to start using asparagus in your dishes, and you can use it in different ways, whether it be sauteed, boiled, you can stick it in the oven. Air fryer is very popular right now. So up next on the list is potato. Who thought potato was on the list? Raise your hand. Potato is on the list. Potatoes have about 4.3 grams of protein per medium potato. You can get a little bit more protein if you try things like russet potatoes or red potatoes. And potatoes also contain vitamin C and B6. So you're getting other values there. Next up on the list is corn. Corn is on the list. I put this picture here on purpose because we have the fresh corn and we have the canned corn. My personal preference is always going to be fresh and then frozen and then canned, kind of for those emergencies. Maybe I don't have an ingredient that I really want, but it's in a can. But I very rarely use can. It's up to you. This is a customized plan for you. So you have to pick your own plan. These are just things that I use personally. But corn is on this list. So this is sweet corn has made it to the list. It has 4.68 grams of protein per one large ear. So sweet corn is a nutritional and tasty snack. So start to use this to increase your protein sources. Next up on the list, guess what this is? I hear people saying it already. Yep, chia seeds. Chia seeds do make this list. They have about 4.68 grams of protein per ounce, dry ounce. And so these are something that you can use. I know I use these in overnight oats, in puddings. You can put them in water and let them expand. There's a lot of different ways that you can use chia seeds. Next up on the list, that's right. Have you ever seen it like this? Maybe you've seen it on your plate in the restaurant, but these are Brussels sprouts. This is a Brussels sprout stock, and Brussels sprouts have made the list. They have about 5.64 grams of protein per cup, and that can be boiled from fresh or from frozen, but Brussels sprouts do make the list. Next up, what is this picture? It is wild rice. That's right. Wild rice makes the list at 6.5 grams of protein per cup, and that's cooked. Wild rice is very tasty. If you've never had it, it's more of a organic taste than regular white rice. But a lot of recipes call for wild rice. I personally mix it up sometimes into my dishes. I eat it maybe, I would say like 3 to 4 times a year. Wild rice is not on my list all the time, like my shopping list, but maybe time to increase that. Next up on the list, guess what this is? That's right. It's quinoa. Quinoa has made the list, and now we're getting into larger grams. So this has 8 grams of protein per cup cooked. So as you can see, the large jump from where we said, say, asparagus at 5 and avocado at 4. Now you get into quinoa at 8 grams per cup cooked. Next up on the list, and so we have our last two. What is this? Yes, and I hear some people saying this, edamame. Edamame is very tasty. If you never had it, usually people have this at sushi restaurants with large sea salt, whether it's Himalayan sea salt or regular sea salt. But I see people eating a lot of edamame at the sushi restaurants. You can buy this for home use. Why just save it for the sushi restaurant? You might as well buy it and eat it at home. But anyway, edamame has a lot of protein. So now we're up to 18.4 grams per cup of protein. You can do this from frozen or you can do this fresh, but 18.4 grams of protein, definitely want to consider sticking this in your diet. The last but not least will be green peas. Some people are saying, ugh, I know people hate green peas. Some people love green peas. I personally like green peas. Some people think that they're mushy. I don't think they're mushy. I don't cook them mushy. I saute them. I put a little chili powder on them with a little bit of sea salt, and they taste pretty good to me. But these have about 8.5 grams per cup of protein, and that's boiled. And so you can choose your method of cooking. Like I said, it depends on which method of cooking that you use to really elicit all the protein. But variety is a key. Make sure that you mix these into your diet. That's it for today. This is Health Daily. I'm Dr. J. Make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, share this video with somebody that you know can use it. We're trying to grow our channel and we want you in the network. Like I always say, I'll see you tomorrow.